You know, in marketing, it's so easy to get caught up in the big, splashy strategies. But what if the one thing that lands you a new client, or loses them for good, is something you haven't even thought about in years? Yeah, we're talking about those tiny little details that make or break a first impression, long before you ever get a chance to say hello. So check this out. This quote is from a homeowner explaining why she picked her real estate agent. It wasn't about who had the most sales or the biggest brand name behind them. Nope, it was because one agent's entire presentation, from her headshot all the way to her website, was just polished, professional. Everyone else, in the client's own words, they just looked messy. And look, that's just the reality we're in now. Your digital presence is the interview. It's happening right now, whether you know it or not. Potential clients are scrolling through your online footprint, and they are making a split-second judgment about whether you are even worth a phone call. So, this all brings us to this idea of your digital handshake. It's basically the sum of all the little signals you're sending out online, consciously or not, and it all adds up to that critical first impression. This really all comes down to a powerful concept called competency signaling. Think about it. Your marketing materials are constantly telling a story about you. If they're sloppy, what do clients assume? That you're sloppy. If your website looks like it was designed in 2010, they assume your business methods are too. Your marketing should be your number one ally, not accidentally shooting you in the foot. So, where do we even begin with all this? Well, let's start with the two visual things that clients see more than anything else, your headshot and your email signature. These are the small things that build that very first layer of trust. Okay, I want you to do something for me. Go pull up your headshot right now. Take a hard look at it. Is it a trust signal? Or is it kind of a red flag? Does it say, I'm a current, on-the-ball expert? Or does it say, I'm stuck in the past? All right, so on the left, you've got all the classic mistakes, right? The car selfie, the sunglasses, the photo that is clearly a decade old. The fix, over on the right, it's actually super simple. You just want to aim for approachable, confident, and current. That's it. That's the competency signal you want to be sending. Next up, your email signature. I mean, clients see this thing constantly. A chaotic, cluttered signature doesn't just look bad, it screams disorganization. It makes them wonder, is the marketing for my project going to be this messy too? Look, the whole point here is to signal clarity, not chaos. So ditch the multiple fonts, please get rid of the inspirational quotes. A clean, simple signature with your name, your title, clickable contact info, and just one logo doesn't just look better, it proves that you are organized, you're focused, and you're professional. All right, now let's move on to your digital storefront, your website, and your online reviews. When a potential client decides to knock on this virtual door, what are they going to find? I mean, this is hilarious, but it's also painfully true, right? Way too many professional websites look like digital fossils. They've got that last updated in 2020 vibe. And trust me, clients notice it immediately. And make no mistake, a neglected website is a massive red flag. Broken links, blog posts from years ago, a site that looks terrible on your phone, they all send the exact same message. If their digital storefront is a mess, their service probably is too. So, okay, right after they check out your website, what do? They go looking for your reviews to see what other people are saying. And if your contact info is wrong or the newest testimonial is from 2 years ago, they start to wonder, is this person even still in business? And listen, you don't need to stress about having hundreds of perfect 5-star reviews. That's not the point. What you do need are recent and authentic ones, and ideally all on one main platform. This shows people that you are active and successful right now. Okay, so we've covered the visuals. But what about the actual words you're using? Your professional voice on social media and in your bio is another one of these absolutely critical competency signals. This right here, this is the ultimate filter you should use. When clients see you going on political rants or just posting stuff with sloppy captions, they're not just scrolling past. They're evaluating your professional judgment. This isn't about being boring. It's about showing that you have the professional discretion they're going to want when you're handling their most important asset. And then, of course, there's the professional bio. These usually fall into one of two traps. First, you've got the autobiography. This one's all about your life story, your dog, your hobbies, but it totally fails to explain why a client should care. Then there's the buzzword blizzard. Oh boy, this one's just a word salad of cliches like passionate and dedicated, and it does nothing to make you sound any different from anyone else. A bio that actually works is short, it's specific, and it follows this super simple 5-step formula. Just spell out who you help, where you do it, and what you're great at. And here's the most important part. Explain why that matters to them. And then add one little memorable detail. That's it. No fluff, just value. All right, so we've walked through all the common mistakes. Now, let's flip this around and turn all this knowledge into a simple, really powerful action plan that you can put in place today. Okay, if there is one thing you take away from this, let it be this mindset shift. Your first meeting with a client is not in their living room. It's what we call the digital listing appointment. It happens the second they Google your name. By the time you actually meet in person, trust me, they've already made up their mind about you. So how do you make sure you ace this test every single time? It's simple, a quarterly digital audit. Google yourself in a private window so you see what they see. Review your visuals, your headshot, your signature. Read your own words, your bio, your website. And for goodness sakes, click every single link. This doesn't take hours, but it puts you back in the driver's seat of your own story. And you know what? That's the best part of all this. You really can't outwork bad marketing, but you can absolutely fix it. In a sea of messy competitors, just having your digital act together is a huge competitive advantage. These little fixes don't just stop you from losing business, they actively help you win it. So I'll leave you with this. After everything we've just talked about, take a really honest look at your own digital footprint and ask yourself one simple question. If you were the client, would you hire you?